Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2007 General Manager Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. Alright, so we are coming off Backlash, and we had last week's Raw as well. Quick recap of that Raw 2.5 star rated show. We kind of used this show to bump up the popularity of a few of our names. It kind of worked to a degree, it kind of also did not work. So we tried that out. Yeah, it was okay, but we had a few good matches there. We also had the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena winning by countout against the Undertaker. And that would only, in my opinion, that could only lead to John Cena perhaps getting a rematch down the line in probably a triple threat match, since Kurt Angle got himself involved there to try and take the Undertaker out and didn't allow John Cena to really get much of an opportunity to win it. So this is the champions. If you haven't seen the last couple of episodes, Taker's the champion, the WWE champion, Eminem the tag champs, JBL Intercontinental champion, Trish Stratus Divas champion, women's champion, whatever. So we've done a few more rivalries this week as well. So we've already got Kurt Angle and Undertaker. They're still going on. That's our longest going rivalry right now. Batista and Eddie, we started that one last week, as did Trish and Mickey, but we also added Big Show and Kane and Eminem again. Their rivalry unfortunately was cut due to Big Show and Kane. Their contracts expired, so we weren't able to keep them on the roster. We've also got JBL and RVD, so I'm deciding to go down that way. JBL versus Rob Van Dam for the Intercontinental Championship. I think RVD, he's wanting a championship opportunity, and I think he needs that one step up before he gets into the world title picture. So we'll probably give RVD an opportunity at JBL. Let's see how he goes. That should also give us a little bit more of a better rating in that as well, considering RVD's popularity is very good. Booker T and Shelton Benjamin. So this is, I guess Booker T, he's kind of, what's he doing? He's been struggling a little bit. Shelton Benjamin's on the rise, so I think these two guys can put on a good rivalry. Shelton Benjamin obviously has a rematch for his IC Championship sometime soon, so Shelton Benjamin can pick up a few victories over Booker T. That'll help him there. Melina and Lita, that's just an obvious one. The two remaining divas left over, let's put them together. And Randy Orton and John Cena, both men weren't doing anything, so we've put them together. This is more just a TV rivalry. Let's just use them for 2, 3, 4 weeks to try and boost up the ratings. We don't intend on doing a pay-per-view match for these two guys, as we probably intend on having John Cena in the world title matchup. So that's what we have there, and so far so good with the roster as well. You can see Taker's on top, Eddie's right there. So we got 5 guys in the 80 popularity mark. That's great. Rob Van Dam is almost there, and Van Dam's been doing very well. You can see 5 wins, 1 loss, so he's on he's doing very, very well. Randy Orton's the complete opposite, 1 win, 5 losses, so he's been dropping down a little bit. So we kind of have a little bit of a problem here with this mid-card area. As you can see, there's not many guys that can really contend for this Intercontinental Championship. You got JBL at 70, you got Booker T, and then you got Nitro, but he's a tag team guy. You got Shelton Benjamin, and then, yeah, so there's really not much else there. So that's really the main problem I have right now of the roster. And Kane and Big Show right down here, we need to get them in that 65 to 70 mark ASAP. And you can see Lance Kane and Murdoch, they've only got 2 weeks left on their contract, and we're not going to renew that contract. We're going to let it run out and probably sign 2 other people. Or perhaps we will make a trade to SmackDown and put both of them in the trade and see what we can do, see who we can get for both guys. So we're going to do that next week. But this week we're going to use them in another handicap matchup and try and just run them down a little bit more and help probably Kane and Big Show out again, because God knows they need it. So, okay, so that will do it for that. Quick look at the ratings as well. SmackDown got a tiny bump, 40,000 last week, so not too bad, but we're still quite relatively far ahead. So we're doing pretty well. Judgment Day is approaching though, so that's pretty concerning for us, and that will be our only biggest challenge. So that's we've got no real emails there, so let's continue on. So let's go check out what we got in store for you guys this week. So we'll start off as always with the main event. So last week we had a title match. This week I think it only makes sense to perhaps do a tag team matchup with Undertaker and John Cena teaming up to take on Kurt Angle. And since we've got Randy Orton in there now, this is what I'm using Randy Orton for, to use him in this extra scenario, an extra man. You can keep, rotating around, have different names going around. So we can do a little bit of a promo for Kane there. That might not be a bad idea. Build a bit of hype, considering I know he's not new, but we did re-sign him. So that's an option. I think I'm thinking about what I can do here to try and boost some popularity of somebody, because we are struggling with a few names here. So the boost their popularity cost of losing fatigue. So we may do this. So a rivalry attack, and we'll let Big Show do it because he's been struggling. So that's an option. So we'll kick it off with the start of the show. We may just do a singles matchup here between the tag team guys. So Nitro, Big Show, and we'll have Mercury and Kane there. We might have that same match perhaps elsewhere. We'll see. We'll do Booker T and Shelton Benjamin one-on-one. And obviously Van Dam and JBL one-on-one as well. It's pretty easy. And we have Batista and Eddie still available, so perhaps we need to go back. We'll see. Batista, we may need to go back, drop that last idea, do Batista and Van Dam teaming up to take on JBL and Eddie. So, because that way we don't keep doing the same match over and over there, because we did Batista and Eddie last week. I don't want to repeat that. And I'm going to repeat this one anyways, Trish and Mickie James again, which will probably mean we're going to have to do Lita and Mickie James again. So you can see that's the only people we have available, so we're going to have to do that again. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to up the ante a little bit on that one, make it a submission match, make it a little bit different to try and get a little bit more out of that one. So there you go, Melina and Lita. And that leaves us with Kate and Murdoch again. And once again, we'll probably just waste them away on a handicap matchup over here. So Lance Cade. So I know we're doing this because right now the ratings are fine. We're doing good. So we can afford to take this risk, in my opinion, without, suffering too much. So we've got Cade. He'll be in a 3-on-1 handicap match. And I swear to God, if Lance Cade wins, I will be furious. But he shouldn't win. Let's be realistic. He should not win that. If he does, well, then what the hell. And we'll do that again, this time for Murdoch. You know what? We might do the women. Let's bump the women up a little bit. So we'll put Mickie James in there because her popularity isn't all that flash. And we'll put Lena in there instead. So let's do that. Put the women in there. Alright, we'll do that. Hopefully this doesn't affect our rivalries and things like that, because we're already using them. We've already got all the rivalries correct here. I know that the game is kind of funny with how it works with rivalries. It's a little frustrating, but hopefully it works out okay. So what match should we play this week? We might play this one, the tag team match, but we're doing a lot of tag team matches recently. We'll see. So we'll confirm this one. So we've got those two matches. Now I want to just see quickly if this worked out for us. So it did. Okay, there's one done. Let's hope this one worked too. It did. So both handicap matches worked out fine. So that should bump up our popularity a little bit there. So that's fine. That's good. So, you know what? Let's play. Let's do the Booker T and Shelton Benjamin matchup. So I'm going to play this one. I'm going to play as Booker T because he's been struggling a little bit. I mean, he did pick up a win last week, and he's looking for a championship opportunity. Let's see what we can do with Shelton Benjamin. All right, here we go. Booker T coming out here against Shelton Benjamin. Booker T looking to get himself in the IC Championship contendership. We're going to win over Shelton Benjamin here. We'll get him that. Obviously, Shelton Benjamin has a rematch clause. When he'll take that, I'm not exactly sure, but it could be a fatal four-way. It might be a multi-man. If Booker T can win against Shelton Benjamin here, he might just force him his way through. And here comes the former Intercontinental Champion, Shelton Benjamin. So, the prospect of Booker T beating him tonight could mean that Shelton Benjamin may not get his one-on-one chance, because Rob Van Dam facing JBL later on as well. If Rob Van Dam defeats JBL, well then Rob Van Dam's obviously going to be thrown into the mix as well. So So Shelton Benjamin got a rough couple of weeks coming up. He's going to hope the results go his way. Alright, so this one is about to get underway. Booker T versus Shelton Benjamin. Both men eye to eye. Here we go. Oh, Booker T taking down Shelton Benjamin straight away there. Booker T. This is a big opportunity for him because, you know, we've seen Booker T. He's been dealing with Batista and Randy Orton and RVD in recent weeks, and it hasn't exactly been working out all that well for him. He's been struggling. You know, he's been trying to get himself in contendership and move up to the world title picture as well, just like Randy and just like Rob Van Dam. But Booker T's sliding down the ladder. He's losing more than he's winning. And, you know, the IC title is certainly within his reach right now, but he's certainly not setting the world on fire. But that's a nice move there. Hitting a big time DDT, and down goes Shelton Benjamin. So a big start to this one for Booker T. And Shelton Benjamin, obviously, he wants to revive his career because losing the IC Championship can easily, you know, make you become irrelevant. You know, you lose your championship and you can fall and fall and fall if you don't get it back. And Shelton Benjamin has worked so hard to get himself in that position, and he will not want to lose that spot to somebody like Booker T right now. But losing this match is a great way to go about that. If you do want to lose that spot, and Shelton Benjamin, nice move there. Down goes Booker T. And Benjamin takes him down again. He's in control now. Shelton Benjamin already taken a bit of a knock to his head early on as well, with that DDT doing some severe damage. And Benjamin now has Booker T's head, looking for the submission hold. He's got it in, but Booker T should be able to get out of this one pretty comfortably. And Benjamin releases the hold. Got a nice start from Shelton Benjamin. He's recovered well. You know, Booker T had the head start. Shelton Benjamin has hit back, and there's a counter there from Booker T. So both men back and forth here. You see, just walking away a little bit. Oh, here he comes. Went for the big kick. And Shelton Benjamin. Oh, what a kick there from Benjamin, countering into his own. Booker T now back up to his feet, but Shelton Benjamin's in control. Booker T's in trouble. Oh, powerbomb, but he hasn't released. Going for another one. Can he hit the third? Here we go, spins him around. Still spinning. And there it is, the third powerbomb from Shelton Benjamin. What a sequence of moves there from Benjamin. And he is definitely in control right now. But I think he's making a little bit of a mistake here. He's going for the submission. I think the cover would have been a better idea. Benjamin, that could definitely prove costly there from Benjamin. I definitely thought he should have went for the cover. And Benjamin is still, he's fighting, he's still going here. He's still, Booker T just struggling a bit. And Benjamin's still going for a lot of these submission holds. I'm not exactly sure that's the right way to go. It's working so far for Benjamin. He's working down Booker T, but I just feel as though if he can keep the pressure going instead of getting a submission hold that I don't think is really going to work. Certainly not this early in this matchup. Booker T going for that kick again. He's trying for it. And there you go. Booker T gets a move in of his own, and now he's pounding away on Shelton Benjamin. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Booker T, down goes the knee onto the skull of Shelton Benjamin, and Booker T back in control. So Benjamin making a few mistakes there, and uh-oh, Booker T, he's got Benjamin. Oh, drilling the shoulder into the midsection of Shelton Benjamin, and just taking a moment to recover after a bit of a beatdown from Benjamin in the early stages. So Benjamin had control, and now he's giving it up. Did he make a mistake? Perhaps. Benjamin now. Uh-oh. T-bone suplex. Here we go. There it is. The T-bone. The cover. Could be it. Booker T in trouble. No, he kicks out at 2.5. Oh, man. Shelton Benjamin. He had it won. Shelton had Booker T right where he wanted him. And oh, what a counter. And uh-oh, wait a minute. He's going for it. The bookend. The bookend to Shelton Benjamin. And Booker T feeling pretty good about himself. But he could have capitalized there. As Shelton Benjamin back to his feet now. But Booker T hitting the bookend and recovering nicely in this one. Shelton Benjamin unable to put him away with the T-bone suplex. And Booker T, nice scoop slam as well. And Booker T just adding insult to injury here. He's just... What's Benjamin got here? What's he thinking now?
Getting hit with a string of punches like this sure won't help you win the match. That's an understatement, Ken. This may well prove to be the beginning of the end of
Benjamin locking in here. Oh, wait a minute. Booker T countering it. Benjamin striking away on Booker T.
No doubt about it, JR. You can't take this many shots and expect to just bounce back.
Oh, and down goes Booker. Shelton Benjamin still fighting here. And whipped against the ropes now. And Booker T with a counter. Countering Benjamin. Going for the cover. Could be it. 2. And he gets it. The DDT is enough. Booker T comes away with a victory. And a hard-fought one. Shelton Benjamin hit the T-bone. He had to kick out. He did that. He followed it up with the bookend. He didn't capitalize. He almost made the mistake. But he was able to get back up to his feet, hit the DDT. It was a beautiful one. He countered Shelton Benjamin, hit the DDT to perfection in the skull that he's already been working down throughout the matchup. And Benjamin just did not know where the hell he was after he took that move. It was over. Booker T, a much needed victory for his career. Alright, so let's go check out how the rest of the matches went down. So we'll start off with the first one. So Big Show and Kane, another victory. Beating Johnny Nitro and Joey Mercury. Huge win for those two guys. They need these wins. Trish Stratus defeats Mickie James. Lita defeats Melina. Batista and Van Dam defeat Eddie and JBL. So a big victory for Van Dam. Batista getting the pinfall though. And Undertaker and John Cena, they get the win over Randy Orton and Kurt Angle. So Taker, his title reign so far so good. Let's go see how the ratings went. I'm hoping that we can stay above water. I mean, we put on a pretty decent show. Let's see how we went. So Smackdown got the win again. And 100,000 gain. Oh man, oh boy. Whew. So that was not good. So we had a 3-star rated show. Smackdown must have had a pretty good one. I think a 3-star as well. So let's go check out how it really went down. Sometimes it's a little bit, but sometimes it lies to you. So we only had a 2.5-star rating. So there you go. So obviously we kind of expected this because of what we're trying to do here. We're kind of rebuilding, trying to build some rivalries. Smackdown probably already have a lot of their rivalries set in stone for quite some time. So we'll see. But there you go. Pretty much 2.5-star, 3-star, a couple of them. So that's fine. Smackdown 3-star. They didn't really have that much of a better show. They had a few 3-star matches, but this one obviously was the kicker. You can't really compete a World Heavyweight Championship Steel Cage matchup and a Tag Team Championship Tornado Tag Tables match. Come on, that's difficult to compete with. So unfortunately, yeah. But nonetheless, we're still in the ratings lead. We're doing fine. And this is where we're at right now. So Van Dam has hit the 80 mark. Unfortunately, Randy Orton dropping down again. He needs some victories. And he wants a title match. Well, Randy, how about you win a match before you get a title shot? But good to see Booker T building up again. That's good. And as well as our women as well. As you can see, Lita's gone up. So that's a good sign. Kane and Big Show both going up big time there. So that's great. Unfortunately, look at the fatigue of the Big Show. But you see Joey Mercury has dipped out as well. So not exactly great, but Kane and Big Show doing well. So far, I'm happy with that. I'm okay with that. Things are on the up. Things are on the improve. You see, this is the free agency. This is all the guys we have available to sign, so not a lot. So we might see what we could do with Kane and Murdoch here. So let's try and make a trade now. We'll have 1 or 2 goes. We'll see if we can find someone. So we have 2 guys in the 50 mark. So I'm going to just test the waters, see how far we can go. Now, I'm not expecting this to work, but we'll see if we can sign Triple H. And if they, honestly, if they accept this, they'd be retarded. Okay, it didn't work. So that's no real surprise. So the 80 point is probably out of the question. But let's try someone in that mid-range area that we're kind of looking at. So a Carlito, Ric Flair, Chris Benoit. Let's try and sign. A lot of you guys want to see Chris Benoit on the roster, so let's try and sign Chris Benoit. So he's at 76 popularity. This may work. No, it did not. So it didn't work again. So obviously, Teddy Long is not exactly very thrilled at the prospect of having Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch on your roster. Don't blame him. So we also have to keep in mind, though, we do need some tag teams. So we're losing a tag team here. So we probably need to try and sign someone that can benefit our tag division. Obviously, bringing in Chavo wouldn't be a bad idea, because then we can have Eddie and Chavo as a tag team. So perhaps we might go down that way and bring in Chavo. 69. This one, if this one doesn't work, I'll be surprised. No, it didn't. Okay, well, there you go. So nobody in the world wants Lance Cade or Trevor Murdoch. Can I blame him? I don't know. Can we get Tori at least? I mean, Tori's got 20 weeks on her contract, so that'll be handy. So let's try that one. Tori Wilson for Cade and Murdoch. That one worked. Okay, so we got something. And I wanted Tori Wilson anyway, so that's fine, because we needed another woman on the roster, I believe. But as well as that, I kind of wanted, you know, a Chavo or someone there so I can boost up that tag division, because now you can see we're a tag team short. I'm sure Cade and Murdoch, he's probably going to run their contracts out. So they'll probably be on the free agency list if I want to get them back anyways. So that's fine. But I'm a little disappointed that I couldn't get someone better. But you can see there's really not much on there. You know, we can probably bring in Chris Masters as another guy who can compete for that that IC championship. So we might just do that. We'll bring him in on a short contract. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, Paul Burchill is there, but I'm not a big fan of him. So we'll bring in Chris Masters, and he can be another guy who can compete for that IC championship and be in amongst it. So that's that. And let's see. Let me know what you guys think of that little trade there. We got Tori in now, so that just boosts up our women's division just that little bit more. I'm happy with that now, but our tag team is taking a bit of a hit. Perhaps we need to create some new tag teams. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2007 General Manager Mode. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like button for me. Of course, subscribe to see more GM Mode episodes coming up in the future. Thanks, guys.